Hello, everyone. My name is Inioluwa Aloba, and I am the Vice President of the Korean Honor Society at Eleanor Roosevelt High School, and I am also a Korean 4 student, and I am one half of your MC pair today. Welcome to our virtual ERHS showcase.
Hi everyone, my name is Anicia and I'm also an MC. I'm a Korean 2 student and I'm a trainee for the cabinet for next year. So, due to the continued restrictions due to the pandemic, we are again hosting this year's showcase virtually. Kind of sad, but it's free of charge. And the purpose of this showcase is to display different aspects of Korean culture and promote it to our community.
If you look in the chat, there should be an attendance form put down there. If you are in a Korean class, it's necessary that you sign in. So please do that. Thank you. Today we have some very special guests that will help us start off this program, as well as some peers that will tell you more about the Korean program here at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. Unfortunately, due to an emergency situation, we could not have Mr. McNeil with us today, but he sends his well wishes. I would like to call up Ms. Maria Flores. She is the supervisor of the World Languages Department here at Prince George's County Public Schools. If you don't mind, would you please share a few words with us?
Good evening. I am so happy to be this year again with you. I am very proud of the program. I am very proud of all the students in the program. I'm very happy that for your perseverance and you keep doing and sharing the Korean culture with the rest of the students in Eleanor Roosevelt. And I just want to say congratulations to Mr. Hub and to all the students for all your efforts and everything that you do for the Korean language in Prince George's County Public School. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Flores. Ms. Flores has always been an important part of our Korean program at Roosevelt, so we extend our thanks to you as well.
Today, we also have the honor of having Kang Hyuk-tak, who's the director of Korean Education Center in DC. If you don't mind, please also share a few words about the Korean language and culture.
Thank you for inviting me. It's my pleasure to be here today. I'd like to express my gratitude to the principal for supporting the Korean Club and Korean language classes at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. This event I attended for the first time last year was so great that I'll never forget it. I even introduced this event to many Korean government officials that students know K-pop much more than we do. They also interested in this event. I look forward to seeing you enjoy Korean culture. Our education center are going to continue to support it. Thank you again and enjoy your time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kang Hyuk-tak. If you guys don't know, the Korean Education Center in DC has a lot of events displaying Korean culture, so I advise you all to go check it out. Now we'll have the Korean Club cabinet introduce themselves and tell us a little bit more about the Korean programs we have here at Roosevelt.
Hi guys, my name is Nonga. I am the president of Korean Club and the founder and president of Korean Honor Society. Later on, I'll be talking to you guys about Korean Honor Society and how you can get involved and what it has to do with Korean culture and language.
Hey everyone, my name is Akanam. I'm the vice president of Korean Korean Club. And later on, I'll be talking more about the Korean program itself, how you can get involved, and what the classes involve.
Hi, my name is Kai Iem. I am one of the media captains in Korean Club. I do some of the editing of the videos, some of the social media posts, and stuff like that.
Hello, I'm Mugone Ejekwu. I am the secretary of the Korean Club, and I am a member of the Korean Honor Society.
We also have Chidam here. She's having some technical difficulties, but she is our treasurer, and she's also our treasurer for Korean Honor Society. So I will be talking about Korean Honor Society. Hi again, my name is Nonga. I am in Korean 4, and I started Korean Honor Society in my sophomore year of high school. So our objective is basically to help students better understand Korea, and mostly its language, but also its culture. And we want students that are dedicated to learning Korean. So some of these requirements are that you must have taken Korean for 3 semesters. And unlike other honor societies, our GPA requirement is 4.0 because you really have to show commitment. And so with experience, you have, 40-minute Hangul lessons, and we help other lower level Korean students with their homework. And we also do cultural exchanges with students in South Korea virtually every Saturday from 8 in the morning to 9. And we also have other activities, but those have been halted due to COVID-19. Hopefully next year those will be in person, but since I'm graduating, I don't know. But hopefully the people will take over and Korean Honor Society will keep going.
So a good way to start showing interest in Korean Honor Society is by taking classes in the Korean program. In the Korean program, there are 4 different levels as of right now. Usually people take Korean to help them understand what's being said in K-dramas or in K-pop. And it's also a language that comes with amazing culture and customs that people usually feel interested in learning about. Students who are taking Korean have the opportunity to take TOPIK, which is the Korean fluency test mandated by the Korean Embassy. If you have any questions, please email Mr. Ha as he teaches all 4 classes.
This is Korean Club. In order to join Korean Club, you don't have to be a part of any other Korean programs. You can just come out, and we have a lot of club events such as what we are doing right now, ERKR. We also have a movie night where everyone in the club votes on a movie that we watch, and before we would have it in parts of the school such as the cafeteria or a large classroom, and people would bring bean bags and blankets and whatever else they wanted to, and we would sit down, watch a movie, and there would be concessions there. Then we have a Korean festival that we take part in along with the Korean Honor Society and the class, and you can get service hours there, and it's a day-long festival that you would only work part of the day. Then we also participate in pep rally, doing K-pop dances, and then we have another event called Asian Invasion, which we weren't able to do this year. It's when the Korean students come over from South Korea, and we both show our appreciation for the other's culture by putting on performances and exchanging gifts. And what you can do here is learn Korean culture and language, learn K-pop and traditional fan dances, watch Korean movies, have discussions, and perform.
Thank you so much, Cabinet. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to them. We'll be happy to answer any questions you have. So thank you to everyone who came to speak to us and give us a good start to this event. Now we have a lineup of various displays and performances, but for now, we'll be getting started with the K language category.
And this category is meant for students and anyone who really wanted to participate in the show to show off their Korean language skills.
For this category, we had Korean language educators judge the video to fairly assess the skills of each speaker. So we can get started.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 저는 나비다입니다. 우리의 어려움을 모두와 공유해 두어 정말 기쁩니다. 지는 멋지는 동안 저는 AP 수업에서 4.0 GPA를 요기하기 위해 최선을 다했습니다. 큰 가족의 자금을 포함해요. 내 삶에서 일어나고 있는 모든 일들, 충분히 성취하지 못할 것에 대해 끊임없이 걱정하고 내 성장이 적지 않은지 확인하는 것을 포함해요. 내 삶에서 일어나고 있는 모든 이들 때문에 저는 정신 건강을 가지는 것을 확실히 나에게는 어려움 무너졌습니다. 많은 정신적 압박과 서약에 대처해야 했지만 열심히 일한 결과 마침내 여기 Eleanor Roosevelt Highschool에서 제공되는 경쟁이 치열한 과학기술 고등학교 프로그램에 들어갈 기회가 생겼습니다. GPA를 4.0 이상으로 성공적으로 요기할 수 있게 도와 너무 기쁩니다. 가족들과 선생님들의 도움으로 어려운 장벽을 많이 넘을 수 있었습니다. 감사합니다.
안녕하세요, 여러분. 나비다의 신우입니다. Johns Hopkins University에서 인간 심리학 학위를 취득한 후 박사 과정에 3년째 하고 있습니다. 살다 보면 온갖 집합감에 박사 학위를 마치지 못하는 것 같은 기분이 드는 경우가 못해서 정말 포기하고 싶지만 제 노력을 허들 보낼 수는 없다는 거 알았습니다. 방해가 되지 않고 제 열정대로 할 수 있는 기회가 생겨서 너무 기쁩니다. 앞으로는 학업을 마치고 다른 사람들이 돕기 위해 저만의 진료서를 이어갈 계획입니다. 감사합니다.
저는 나비다의 친오빠 Z입니다. 장벽을 돌파하는 건 모든 사람의 삶에서 매우 중요한 부분이며 성공하려면 실패를 경험해야 합니다. 저는 작년에 대학을 졸업하고 경영학부의 학위를 받았어. 수익 기준으로 세계 7위 직원 수지준 6인 Grant Thornton International에서 독립 호기에 미치 컨설팅 호환 호소 전문섭에서 네트워킹에서 이야기 시작했습니다. 지금 자리에 오기까지 많은 지식작을 겪어서 교실을 마치고 정말 감사합니다.
Okay, Navita is actually a Korean 1 student, and she also got her whole family involved in this. So it's amazing to see how much proficiency she has after only a year of taking Korean. So a round of applause for her. Now we're moving on to the next contestant.
Yep.
Next we have Korean 3 student Yu-jung.
새로운 언어를 배우는 것은 어렵습니다. 다르게 생각하고 다르게 말하고 다른 문화를 배우는 것이 필요합니다. 정말 어렵습니다. 외국어는 어려운데 맞습니다. 외국어를 배우는 것은 역사를 배우는 것입니다. 배우는 것이 쉽지 않아요. 빨리 배우는 것이 필요하지만 시간 없어요. 가끔 쉬는 것도 중요합니다. 열심히 공부해야 합니다. 매일 조금씩 공부하다 보면 빨리 배웁니다. 밸런스를 찾는 것이 중요합니다. 즐기면서 목표를 이루어내는 것입니다.
Thank you, Yu-jung. It was very nice to see how her family also indulges in parts of Korean culture. Now we have Eleanor Roosevelt High School alumni, Marcela Jose and Kathy Palma.
2021년은 우리가 겪어 잊지 못할 경험으로 가득한 한 해였습니다. 우리는 웃으면서 살았고 우리는 우리의 삶을 최대한 즐겼습니다. 하지만 2021년에 우리에게 가장 큰 영향을 미친 것은 고등학교를 졸업하는 것이었습니다. 2021년 5월 28일에 우리는 엘리노 루즈벨트 고등학교를 졸업했습니다. 졸업식 날 저는 어리둥절했습니다. 우리가 오늘까지도 여전히 졸업했다는 것이 믿기지 않습니다. 고등학교에 자식을 고하는 것은 현실적이지 못했습니다. 왜냐하면 우리는 2020년 3월 속엔 영원히 깎여 있을 것 같아서요. 팬데믹으로 실제로 졸업식장을 갖고 우리 이름이 무리는 것을 기대도 못했는데 실제로 일어났습니다. 우리 고등학교 가족에게 작별 인사. 우리 고등학교 친구들. 이른 모든 수업들 더 밖으로. 항상 그리고 영원히 우리가 하기 가장 어려웠던 일 중 하나가 될 것입니다. 고등학교는 우리 삶의 디딤 돌릴 뿐이지만 그렇다고 해서 쉽게 포기할 수 있는 것은 아닙니다. 2021년에 우리에게 가장 힘들었던 것은 가장 뭉쳤던 고등학교 기억과 가족을 떠나는 것입니다. 고등학교는 우리 삶의 디딤 돌릴 뿐이지만 그렇다고 해서 쉽게 포기할 수 있는 것은 아닙니다.
Yes, leaving high school can be a very sad thing. I know everybody who's in the Korean program who had the privilege of being classmates with Marcela and Kathy misses them dearly. So thank you again for your video submission. Now we have the winners of the Korean language video contest. Navita comes in first place, Marcela and Kathy come in second place, and Yujung came in third place. Thank you all for your submissions. Now, I'm sure many of you will be very excited for this next category, K-Dance.
The winners of the categories for now will be determined by all of you. And after each competition category, the audience will be able to vote for their favorite submission through a Zoom poll. For each poll, the winners from first to third place will receive cash prizes. The winners for each competition category will be announced at the end of the showcase. Good luck.
Oh, let me introduce this real quick. We have the Korean Culture and Language Club, Korean Culture Club from Laurel High School. I hope you enjoyed the performance. Thank you. Thank you so much, Queenie. She did not only one, but 3 songs. All those songs require lots of energy and effort. So I appreciate all the effort she put into it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nanga, for that powerful performance. You know, if I see Nanga every day. If I didn't know Nanga, I would have thought she was a dance instructor or something because that was too good.
Even though that like zoo performance was like a few seconds, Giselle could never. I'm sorry.
Okay, these are all the people who participated in the dance portion of the competition. So now we'll have a poll coming up so you guys can all vote for who you thought was the best. Okay. Congratulations to KCLC. You guys won first place. To Nanga and then to Miracle. Please stay afterwards to get information about your cash prize. Now that we're done with the dancing portion of the competition, we're going to have a Kahoot. So everyone bring out your devices and get ready. This Kahoot will cover different aspects of Korean culture, such as K entertainment and the Korean language.
Okay, guys, we'll be starting. I will be hosting this section. All right, so our winners, in first place, we have Chioma. In second place, we have Ugona. And in third place, we have Adugo. Fifth place, we have Mary. And, fourth place, we have Mary. And fifth place, we have Carlina. Congratulations to those winners. Please let us know your emails in the Google form in the chat.
Okay, intermission's over. And now that we've rested after all that powerful dancing and that intense game of Kahoot, Let's refresh our ears as the students serenade us with beautiful Korean music. Thank you, Greenbelt Middle School. Not only did they sing, but they gave a performance. You saw them jumping, they were swaying side to side. That's amazing. Was so nice. Thank you so much, Laura. Your voice was so sweet and delicate and nice. I loved it. Just a quick reminder, everybody check and make sure your microphone is off so that when we are listening to these performances that we're not hearing everything in the background. So please check and make sure your microphone is off so that everyone can enjoy the performances. Now, on to the next contestant. Yes, these are the 3 contestants. So we'll have a poll coming up so you can vote for who you think deserves first, second, and third place. And Greenbelt Middle School's first place. Good job. Second place we have Laura, and then third place we have Navita. You all did amazing. Thanks for all the talent that was just displayed in these last few minutes. From now, we have the K-Art category. So we have everybody who submitted art. We will find it very helpful if you guys could just give a short description about the art that you guys made and talk about the meaning behind your art, if you could. So first up, we have Anicia.
Oh my gosh, I wonder who drew that. I'm kidding. Okay. So the theme this year was breaking the boundaries, and first thing that came to my head was Jung Hoyeon. I didn't even know that the slides were going to be like Squid Game themed, so it came clutch. And the reason that I chose her was, one, Squid Game blew up everywhere. It was just everyone's topic for basically a month. And Jung Hoyeon ended up winning an award that was really important because she was one of the first Korean actresses in winning an award in the Western media was really amazing. So that's why I chose her.
Thank you so much, Anisha. Now moving on, we have Egogo. Egogo, if you're here, do you mind saying a few words about your artwork?
First of all, I know it's Mr. Hu's favorite artwork for sure. Mr. Hu loved mine the most. Actually, I was gonna do something different, but I didn't have time to do something different. So I just kept the one I turned in at first. It was a picture I took when I was coming back from school, and it was kind of like a rainy day, so I was feeling a little bit artistic. But that's it. There's nothing really much to it. I really like Anicia's.
All right, thank you, Gogo. Next contestant, we have Sarah 1.
I actually worked with Josephine Bandis, but basically, I'm in GMSKT. This is my artwork, and we just took the Korean flag and we just put different Korean cultures, like you can see Taekwondo and a goblin, a Korean goblin, and a tiger, along with mugunwa and Korean persimmon, as well as hanbok and kimbap, and other things. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Sarah. We have Nanga. Can you please tell us a little bit about your artwork?
Hey guys, it's Nanga. So this, if you don't know, I actually went to Korea over the summer. So this is me and my friends at the Gyeongbokgung Palace. So yeah, it's a little stylistic thing. So it was breaking through barriers, and I think like the main theme was that we got to go to Korea during the pandemic, and I think that's a really nice barrier that we broke in 2021. So like going to Korea during a pandemic, that's one of the barriers, and actually like being a foreigner in Korea as well is also one of the barriers. If you see it has me and two other friends that I was at Gyeongbokgung Station with, not station, the palace. Sorry. But being foreigners there was also like a challenge, and learning Korean is a challenge. So I guess like just learning how to encompass Korean culture into my life, and also going to a different country by myself. I think that was one of the barriers that I had broken in 2021, and it's really impactful to me. So this is basically it. I hope you guys like our hanboks, and the palace is really pretty. I recommend. Thank you.
Thank you, Nanga. Next contestant, we have Esmeralda Tipatate. Esmeralda, if you're in the audience, please share a few words about your artwork.
So for the theme, I chose like different people of different backgrounds trying like Korean dishes. Like, cause I feel like to really embrace culture, you have to try out their like foods and stuff. Like that's one of the most important things to me is the food. I just love food, you know.
Thank you, Esmeralda. That is so true. Next contestant. Carly. If Carly's in the audience, please share a few words. Yeah, she does digital art. So she drew a dragon. Looks like it's rising up from flames. And I believe that this could also fit into the theme of breaking through barriers as well. So she did an amazing job. Moving on. We have Truk. Truk, if you're here, please share a few words about your artwork.
Hi, so the theme, getting through the barrier, I decided to do something like a little academic, since I know this year was like really hard on like everybody, and I also know like Korea has a really big academic culture as well, so I just wanted to do something related to that. But yeah, I also wanted to add like a little bit of hope, you know, so I added all of these peonies into the collage, because they represent hope and all of that jazz. So yeah, you know, really just making artwork of me going crazy this year. Anyways, thank you.
Thank you so much, Truk. Especially as a senior, being at the end of the year, this really speaks a lot to me. So we have all our contestants here on the screen. There's going to be a poll put up so that you can vote for who you thought was the best, and the first 3 contestants will win a cash prize. And in first place, we have our very own MC, Anicia. Woo! Good job. Next, we have Esmeralda, and then it happens to be a tie between Esmeralda and Truk. So Esmeralda is Anicia, Esmeralda, and then Truk. So yeah, good job, everyone. I see all the effort you put into your artworks, and I appreciate it.
So this is gonna be sadly our last event of the day, but It's really cute. It's our own cultural show. It was originally like a fashion show, but because of Spirit Week, we said why not? And so here's our cultural show. Thank you for everyone who submitted like photos.
Yes. On the left, we have Aminata Bangura. I believe she's a Korean 1 or 2 student. She's wearing her own native clothing. And then on the right, we have the Korean 1 class. And as you can see, there's so many different cultures represented in the Korean program at Eleanor Roosevelt High School. So no matter what cultural background you're from, you can still choose to indulge in Korean culture. Next slide, please. Yes, now we have Korean 2 on the left. They're also wearing different clothes. You can even see one girl was wearing a traditional Nigerian gele with her hanbok at the bottom, showing the cultural fusion between the two. On the right, we also have a Korean, I believe this is a ESOL student under Mr. Ha, who also teaches those classes as well. Next. Yes, we also have Korean 4 on the left over here. You know, here's some of the cabinet members, and Korean 1 on the left, all the variety of clothing. We have hanboks, we have traditional Nigerian, traditional Cameroonian, traditional Vietnamese clothing, as you can see. And more, we have Laura and Vivian from Korean 2, showing off their own traditional clothing. And Aminata again. So with that, oh yes, this is another picture of Korean 4. With that, that marks the end of our virtual ERKR. I hope you all enjoyed the show. And every winner, please stay back so that you all can receive your cash prize. Make sure you fill out the form in the chat box so that they can contact you for your money. And we have a few words from Nanga, president of Korean Club and Korean Honor Society.
My bad. Okay. Okay, guys, it's late, and I know you guys want to sleep, but not go to sleep, but do your work. But thank you guys for coming and showing out to our 7th ERKR. It's been a blast to have you guys. This has been really fun, even though it was virtual. It's been really fun. Sadly, this is my last one. You guys will not see me anywhere more. You guys won't be seeing me or Edie, actually, our star MC. Can you guys like give a round of applause for Edie for MCing for all like her time?
Please, thank you guys.
Also, the rest of the cabinet is graduating as well, so this is the last of us. So go class of 2022. We love you all. This program has been very great. Also, Mr. Ha, great. He's been such a great sponsor and just a great role model as well. And you guys should honestly thank him for making this happen as well, because he does like put in his efforts as well. Even though he has like millions of other things to do, he still puts in effort at the school when he could literally be living his Buja life. So like, you know, thank Mr. Ha as well. So give a round of applause to Mr. Ha. We love him.
Mr. Ha.
And also, let's give a round of applause to some of the trainees that worked on the ERKR slides. They worked really hard. They are in the running for cabinet positions next year. So let's give a round of applause to them. Yay.
Yes. Special shout out to Anicia, my co-MC. Could have done it without you. Woo!
Thank you. No, you carried.
But yeah, thank you guys once again. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys were really fun to work with. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure that if you won a category, you fill out the Google form that I put in the chat. I'll put it again. For clarification, if you are a Kahoot winner that won 4th or 5th place, unfortunately you won't get a prize, but you do get like, you know, bragging rights. So yeah, that is all, and thank you for coming to ERKR.